Great progress was made in the U.S. following the introduction of three anti-HIV treatments that included protease inhibitors. David Ho, a pioneer of this approach, was honored as Time Magazine Man of the Year for 1996. Deaths were rapidly reduced by more than half, with a small but welcome reduction in the yearly rate of new HIV infections. Since this time, AIDS death has continued to decline, but much more slowly, and not as completely in black Americans as in other population segments. The second step of the American approach to containment has been to maintain strict entry controls to the country for people with HIV or AIDS. Under legislation enacted by the United States Congress in 1993, patients found importing anti-HIV medication into the country were arrested and placed on flights back to the country of their origin. The current status: CDC estimates that 1.2 million people aged 13 years or older are living with HIV, including 156,000 who are unaware of their infection. Over the past decade, the number of people living with HIV has increased, while the annual number of new HIV infections has remained relatively stable. Still, the pace of new infections continues at a far too high level, particularly among certain groups. Undoubtedly, HIV is a silent disease when first acquired, and this period of latency varies. The progression of HIV to AIDS varies from 5 to 12 years. In the past, most individuals succumb to the disease in 1 to 2 years after being diagnosed with AIDS. However, since the introduction of potent retroviral drug therapy and better prophylaxis against opportunistic infections, death rates have significantly declined.